Hey friends, Lucian here with the Bullish Bears team. Wanted to make this video on how to day trade penny stocks. Looking at gappers, right? So at night when I do my watch list and we send this out to you guys, you'll see, I'm going to go back over here for a moment to our nightly watch list. We're looking for stocks that held their highs on the day. So you'll see this is the on this is this morning here, but you see kind of like stocks that held their highs. We're looking when I do a watch list at night for stocks that held their highs for a potential breakout the next day. As you can see, this one did hold its highs and then it did break out today. Obviously, not all the time will they break out, but many a times they do. So at night, we're looking for stocks that break their highs. And then obviously with day trading, you're looking to scalp and make profit. It's all about support resistance, support resistance. As you can see on my charts here, I have all these support and resistance areas mapped out. You can see see all these areas, support and resistance, support and resistance. That is the key really to everything with trading. It's all about support and resistance. Again, this video is not going to be about support and resistance. Make sure you take our day trading course if you really want to learn more about it. Again, it's kind of like an art. It takes a while. I kind of liken it to those magic eye pictures, you know, those ones that have those blurry dots and you got your eyes got to like focus in on them and eventually the picture pops out at you. That's basically what it's like with support and resistance. So with day trading as a whole, again, it's all about preparation. It's all about risk management, having at least a 2-to-1 profit loss ratio. It's about being prepared every single day. At night, have a watch list. We provide a watch list to you. Upload them in your brokerage account. Map out support and resistance areas. Upload the alerts that we send to you. You'll see actually a bunch triggered today. So upload them into your brokerage account and let them notify you by either email or text. So you're having your watch list, you're having your alerts that show you in your brokerage account, or they text you or email you when they go off. Then again, you have a pre-market watch list. So you take the ones at night and then you take the ones in the morning and you go through and you look at the highest gappers, right? The ones that have the highest gap percentage. And then you look for ones that have a lot of volume. Sometimes ones that have a few 100,000 or more might be too much volume, and that's when they kind of go up in the morning, and then when the market opens, they just kind of completely collapse. So anywhere between 10,000 to 100,000 is a good range. Closer to 100,000 pre-market volume is good. It's just a gauge. Again, there's never any 100% rule to go off of. And then you're looking at float, low float, high volatility. So it means lower the float, the quicker the stock's going to move. Higher the float, the slower it's going to move. Under 10 million are really low float. Under 20 million, low float. Between 50 to 100 million is medium float, and over 100 million is a high float. So each morning we wake up and we go through the top gappers that have volume, and then what we do is we go over. I use Benzinga. I'm going to show you. Benzinga is our news site of choice. So we go and we check news. Obviously, you're going to hear this sound going off, and you're going to see. Look at all this. Anytime a news on any stock breaks, it hits this newswire source. So that way, when I'm trading, I can hear it. And there's also something called squawk. Let me click on this here. I'm going to leave that up right now and see if somebody clicked the icon. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to leave that up for right now. So anytime news hits a newswire source, it's going to show over here. I can also go up and I can search through here as well. So there's a Squawk Live service. You can go in, you can change the settings in here.
CMG, Chipotle Mexican Grill, says can't confirm any link to Chipotle and actor Jeremy Jordan's claims of falling sick. That's Charlie Michael Golf.
All right, so you hear that?
That being reported by Reuters.
So it reads the news out to me. So now,
to a People magazine
while I'm
article
trading, he said, I think Chipotle, CMG, right here. So now I just heard him say something about Chipotle. I heard it over there. And you can see a lot of times,
Chipotle says there have been no other reported claims of illness at the restaurant where he dined.
So there's breaking news. He read it off to me. I'm in Thinkorswim. Sometimes it picks it up over here. Thinkorswim doesn't get all of the news, but at least I heard him say it. If I was watching, like if I was going over here and I was, something over here, and then I heard again Chipotle, I can edit in my settings. I can change the stocks and stuff like that. So I can edit over in my Benzinga, but you'll see it's our live breaking news site of choice. So what happens is this. I'm going to go in and I'm going to shut off this for right now.
FRED, Fred's block trade of 750,000 at $4.91. That's FRED.
Why isn't that not shutting off my audio? Click the icon to activate the. Okay, so basically what happens is this. Now, when we use a stock scanner, Trade Ideas, that's our favorite scanner. What happens with anything to do with the stock market is stocks take volume to move. Whether it's good news or bad news is usually a catalyst for volume. A lot of times a stock will move on a technical breakout or breakdown, but usually stocks really move up and down. What the heck?
Getting a pop to the high on some volume.
I'm going to X out of this right now because I don't know.
39 the high.
Why the heck is... Oh, okay, because I still have it over there. Okay, perfect. I had 2 sessions of the Squawk Box open. So stocks move upon volume, right? So when a news catalyst hits, traders will come in and they purchase a stock, which creates volume, which creates more buyers, which then ends up hitting the scanners, right? So I'm going to show you Trade Ideas over here, their scanner. So you'll see, here's our trade room over here. So again, we have our trade room. So see this? So now when somebody's posting or talking in here, so somebody's saying tops of the morning, somebody's talking about the stock tops. So like we go over here to tops, see what's going on. Maybe something's going on. I'm not watching, obviously, the convo right now because I'm talking to you guys here. So it looks like stocks tops kind of fell down, and then it looks like it might be possibly reversing. So again, we're talking in our trade room, right? And then something will come up like this over here. Let's say like we're looking at Trade Ideas here. So this is the scanner, right? So news hits the news wire like a Benzinga. Traders get in or in the stock, then it hits the scanners, and then I look at these scanners here. There's different ones that we have set up. The one we pay attention to the most is really this high of day scanner. It's all editable. If you purchase Trade Ideas through us, through our affiliate link below or on our website, if you shoot Dan or myself an email on our website or on Facebook Messenger, we will send you our scans that you can upload this in so you can have it yourself. So perfect example. So now what I do is I have a screen with just Trade Ideas set up like this by itself. And then I use Thinkorswim for my charting service. And then I use as my trading platform, I use DOS. DOS uses multiple platforms. It can go with Speed Trader, Interactive Brokers, Centerpoint. I use it with Interactive Brokers, but this is the trading platform that I use. So I have a screen for this one right here for my trading platform. I'm not a huge fan of DOS's charts. They're okay. I personally I'm so used to and comfortable with Thinkorswim. So I have a screen set up right here with Thinkorswim, one with DOS, and then one with my scanner, right? So what I'm doing is I'm pulling up stuff on the scanner right through my Thinkorswim. So now, again, these are all penny stocks. You can see, look at all these, right? They're all low, small cap stocks. Most of them are garbage. Penny stocks are garbage overall. Sometimes, yeah, some of them will go and they'll get big hits, but many of them are just pump and dump companies.
Shares of Qualcomm at the high now, $65.99 after rejecting the bid from...
I must have opened a few squawks here. But the good news is obviously Benzinga works really well. It reads the news out. So I'm going to go over here and you'll see, let's pull up SQBG. You'll see volume today, it went from 621, 700, 700. So it's starting to move up on volume. It's a medium volume stock with medium float. So let's go take a look. SQBG. Let me go up here. I have lots of screens open. SQBG. And so obviously that broke a high a day. So you can see it kind of went up and it kind of bull flagged and then it kind of formed a cut position and then was kind of trading sideways. And as you can see, it broke high a day, it hit the high a day scanner, and now it's potentially moving up. This is where you're going to map out like support and resistance. You can see the 9 EMA here. This would be resistance, but it broke the previous day's high today. And that's where, obviously it's a potential reversal. So now you're marking out support in resistance. It breaks a resistance area. Lots of times that'll bring in volume and then it hits the high a day scanner. And with day trading penny stocks, you're looking to obviously make scalps. You're not looking to get greedy. You're mapping out support and resistance. And, you're looking at, again, things like candlesticks, moving average lines, level 2, time and sales, and watching for patterns to form and taking your profits along. So there's absolutely no way that anybody can tell you what a stock is going to do. Stocks are erratic. Doesn't matter how great the setup looks. All it takes is one trader out there in the world to either buy when everybody is selling or to sell when everybody's buying. So again, you have to look at the big picture. You have to map out support, resistance, look at all of these things and practice. That's why get an account like with TD Ameritrade, their Thinkorswim platform. You can have a whole virtual platform like this set up. Interactive Brokers is decent as well. Interactive Brokers setup looks very similar to DOS Trader. They just don't have a VWAP indicator, which is bonkers. We've tried several times to get Interactive Brokers to get an accurate VWAP indicator, which is a very important day trading indicator, but they just won't seem to fix it. But their virtual platform is pretty decent as well. I just happen to really like Thinkorswims, but Interactive Brokers is decent as well. But the whole point being in all that is get a virtual platform, get it set up, and make hundreds of practice trades. I don't care, you're going to go out there, you're going to look at penny stocks, you're going to see everybody's videos and everybody's pumping or talking or getting you to buy their service or their join their membership service or get into their trade room or buy their $1,000, $2,000 course, and you're going to learn stuff in there. I mean, obviously there's lots of good companies and traders that are out there, but what they don't really stress to you is the whole thing with trading and day trading penny stocks. It's going to take hundreds of practice trades. It's going to take months, if not a year plus, for you to get comfortable trading. Anybody that tells you elsewise is lying to you. Can you get an occasional hit and get lucky and predict a stock when it, buy it at 20 cents and it goes to $2 or $3? Sure, absolutely. But a lot of that takes luck. And at the other side, on the flip side of that, there's many more instances of people buying a stock at 30 cents waiting for it to go up to $2, and that 30-cent stock goes down to a penny. So the opposite is more true than obviously trying to buy penny stocks and ride them high. So with day trading penny stocks, you're going in there every single day and you're setting up a strategy. You're setting up complete and massive discipline, right? Every single trade that you get into, you need to define your risk, your entries, and your exit strategies on every single trade. It's all about minimizing your risk. The best traders in the world fail 35 to 40% of the time. So how they succeed is they have at least a minimum of a 2-to-1 profit loss ratio, meaning if they risk 10 cents, they're able to make 20. If they risk 50 cents, they're able to make $1. But many newbie traders will come in, they don't set up proper risk management strategies, and they'll risk 50 cents to make 10, or they'll risk $1 to make 25 cents, and that's this terrible strategy. It's not going to work that way. So again, day trading is incredibly hard. The odds are stacked against you. 90% of traders fail. It's just a statistical fact. And the way to overcome it is this massive practice. Hundreds of hours studying, hundreds of practice trades over the course of months, if not a year plus, until you feel comfortable. I'm sorry, to make it seem, I don't know if that sounds morbid or negative, but it's a fact. I just want to tell you up front, that's what it's going to take. You're not going to get rich quick. Day trading penny stocks, again, you might get a quick hit here or there, but you'll more than likely give those profits back because you know, it's gambling unless you're out there every day disciplined as a trader. So again, what we do, very simple process, is every night we basically send out a watch list with alerts. Prepare at night. Put these watch lists in. Take a half hour each night. Take our watch lists and alerts and put them into a watch list. We use Thinkorswim. You can use Interactive Brokers or another platform. And you put them again into your watch list. And then you go on each of these stocks and you map out support and resistance areas, right? So ideally what you're looking for with a stock is you're looking for a stock to potentially break out over a resistance area or break down if you're shorting on the daily. So you're looking for breakouts and breakdowns on daily charts, and then you're looking at intraday setups, the support and resistance intraday to potentially scalp a trade, right? So we do our watch list at night, and then in the morning I put targeted. These are ones that I was watching off of Trade Ideas this morning. You'll see this is Trade Ideas pre-market watch list. You'll see NVFY had a bunch of volume this morning. When I pull up NVFY, let's go down over here. You'll see I mapped out, just pay attention to the red areas, not the ones that are gray here. You'll see I mapped out a pre-market high over here. And you'll see that 318 was at the yearly high. So obviously it needs to break that area to stay. And you'll see it kind of formed this big kind of cup area here, went to its yearly high at pre-market, and look what happened when the market opened. It faded, had a little pop, but that pop right here is still lower than at the yearly high. So that's a potential bearish sign. Well, it is bearish because it hit a wall of resistance. So again, mapping out support and resistance areas. So on the one on trade, going back to some of the ones again on Trade Ideas from this morning, you'll see I had on I added CAPR afterwards when I was running. Today was kind of a slower day because the futures were down today. You can see what I also usually do too is I usually have a chart open of the futures up, and you see these orange lines are previous day's close. You can see the market was it's below yet previous close, so it's a bearish setup, and many of these are bearish sign. Many of these small cap stops, these garbage stocks, run with the market. Sometimes they'll get a quick pop, but if the market's fading, they're not going to stay very long. So obviously the setups today weren't the greatest. So I had the other one of TRXC. If you look over here, I had, actually, was it TRXC? Yeah, where is that one? Huh, I don't see it over here right now. Was it that one, or was it... That's weird. Do I have the right one here, said I? Yeah. Maybe I added it when a market opened. That's very interesting. I'm not sure why. Oh, I know why. Because I sent this at about 8:45 this morning. So what I do is I send out the Trade Ideas pre-market watch list, usually by 9 a.m. every morning on our fan page. That's why you want to make sure that you like and follow our fan page below. So stocks, again, news comes out around 8:30, 8:45, 9 o'clock, but also between 9 and 9:30, more news comes out there as well, and you can kind of see what's happening. You can see the patterns that are forming when the market goes to open. You want to see, as you can see, this is a nice kind of like a bull flag. It was consolidating, right? So you see it popped up, kind of went and it consolidated. Well, now it's got to go and break. So for a potential continuation of that bull flag, or when it opens and it rejects down, now you have a top and a top. That's a potential double top, and that's a bearish sign. Kind of almost like a descending triangle as well. So there's patterns within patterns. So again, you're looking at things pre-market, watching what's happening. You can see this one really wasn't doing anything. CAPR and then boom, it hit Trade Idea Scanner. It popped up, and as you can see, brought in the volume. So again, mapping out support and resistance, looking for patterns pre-market, watching what's happening. You can see this one right here. It was trading sideways. It popped up. It had a huge spike, popped down, trading sideways, and forming downward. So going back over to trade ideas again, we'll look at it another moment here. You'll see right here. So you'll see, look at that. Since the last time we looked, there's all these ones that are popping up over here. Look right here. It's 11:10 a.m. It hits SORL. I click over here. I go over and I look SORL. See what's happening. Obviously, right here, this was a resistance area at 591. So the stock went up this morning. It broke. It consolidated, and what did it do? Created like a flat top area. And what happened is the moment it broke that flat top, that intraday resistance area, it hit Trade Idea Scanner, and now it's bull flagging. And obviously, you got to watch it from there. But you're watching all these other things. Some people like indicators, some don't. Again, take our day trading course with indicators on how to do your basic day trading setup. But this is really it. So when we're talking about day trading penny stocks, there's no easy way to do it. I wish there was. I wish there was a way to predict what stocks are going to go from 10 cents to $5 or 50 cents to $10 or a penny up to even 10 cents. I mean, everybody wants all those types of return on investment, but the simple fact of the matter is it takes hard work. It takes making hundreds of trades and really getting a good setup to learning how to day trade.